Welcome, everyone. I'm so excited to tell you about this podcast. It's called The DK Project, but it's really The Darren Show. This has been in the project stage for as long as I can remember. I've been witness to this for countless years, and there's lots for you to hear. The DK Project is a radio show, but without the radio. Once a week, the show will consist of banter and tales from the journey of two lifelong friends as they navigate through these crazy times. So thanks for tuning in.
Let's go! What's up, baby? We on. Rock and roll.
Are we on?
Yeah, rock and roll, man. It's Friday. Hey, I rolled back to the office today. Listen to this. I rolled back to the office today to get my stuff done, and I hear a little music, smell a little patchouli oil. So I look over to my right, and there's a dude sitting on the ground by the sculpture out front of my office, just hanging out.
Yeah.
And he had his music on at like not a personal level, like a
Yeah.
I want people to know I'm here.
He had his music on at the I wear patchouli oil level.
I think somebody got too high and didn't know how to handle it.
Oh my God.
He
What
just
was the
sat
device?
there.
Like, how was he? Was it his phone? What was playing the music?
It actually had a pretty good sound to it, but I'm like, this. So
Was it a boom box?
No. Maybe like a UE boom or something with some a little bit of bass. It had bass. I'm not gonna lie. But then I go over to the bank and I'm like, hey, you guys see this action? And like all the bigwigs from the city are meeting with the bank right now. And I'm like, nobody smelled that marijuana or patchouli oil in the air when they walked into the bank? Because it's right there. And then I'm thinking, I can't do anything about it. He'll know it's me. I'm not calling. No way.
not gonna do it.
So I just let him ride. Now he's gone. I don't know what happened to him. So
Give me an age on this guy.
Ooh, maybe 18 to 20.
Oh, okay. I was thinking older.
18 to 20.
I was thinking more vagrant, like, if he was an older guy not working at 9.
No, I think this is an experimental drug user who may have gotten overserved. He's just letting it come. He's just coming down in front of the bank, admiring the sculpture. You know what? I'll have to post a picture of where this cat was sitting. I tried to get a picture of it. I don't know if it was a he or she, so I'm going to go with it. I tried to I tried to get a picture, but I'm like, I can't get that close because they're going to know,
Well, yeah, but they're in no shape to do anything about it.
That's true. Well, yeah, I can run. I played,
but there's privacy concerns though.
Well, plus my service weapon was in the car. I can't be engaging. Yeah. I can't be engaging in a potential situation without protecting myself. It could have gotten ugly.
You need one hand on the glove box button while engaging, right? That's your MO.
Wow, I might as well just holster up. I mean, really.
Right.
He's obviously looking for confrontation or it. Anyway, so that was my day. You should
get one of those holsters that go on directly, like the small of your back on your pants right there.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, I have one. The problem is that I've got some extra LBs, so we don't have any. We ain't got no room for the sidearm. She's a little taut. That's why all these private investigators and whatnot have to stay in shape because you got to be able to fit the gun in the belt.
Well, that'd be embarrassing, right? If you got like into an altercation and you went down, and it was because you were too fat to reach your weapon,
or the weapon was in the holster and you couldn't get it out because it was so tight. Hold on. Let me hold on. And then all of a sudden,
you're doing that slow shuffle backwards.
This can't end well. Oops. Well, that's crazy. I could see that happening to me. That's why
in the heat of the moment.
That's why I did not confront the perp.
The perp.
I just walked away. Leave me alone. Hey, speaking of which, I have to circle back to last weekend or last cast. Hey, by the way, first cast is up. Numbers are looking good. People are following.
Nice. Glad to hear it.
People are joining, man. It's the hottest thing going.
Of course it is.
One of 237 that were put up in that hour. What a bunch of who.
Those are just rough numbers.
Well, I'm sure it's just to get you interested in using their product.
Yeah. I'm doing the one-handed clap right now.
Oh yeah. Oh,
we're posting well.
I thought I heard a partial clap.
Yeah, you heard the wind move from the one hand.
It's not quite at a golf level. It's just under that.
Yeah, so, it's respective golf level. But I'm holding the phone with one hand. I can't. Can't give it my all.
Hey, maybe you should get with the 2019 technology and get an earpiece, dude.
I'm anti earpiece.
Oh, not when you're on the cast, bro. You should see me.
I'm gonna have to figure something out because normally I just speak on what we now call Bluetooth, hands-free, but I am afraid that quality probably isn't cast worthy with our numbers. I want to make sure it's clear.
Yeah, exactly. We can't take that hit right now. We got to keep it perfectly clear, keep it rolling on our way up to number one. Hey,
absolutely. Yeah.
Last cast, you teased out something about a vacation contact you had. Something. Yeah, something about somebody you know. What was that all about?
So a client of mine.
Give us a little backstory.
I'm at a meeting talking to a client of mine, and we're talking dates about his project. And he starts throwing out dates that won't work because of him traveling.
Of course.
So obviously, I ask him, is it business, pleasure? What do you got? He goes, well, the first one's gonna be business. The second one's pleasure. It's like, oh yeah, where are you going? I said, it's actually it's kind of like the hidden gem of the travel world. If you want to go to like resorty, oceany kind of nice places, right? I said, I'm listening. I'm interested. Exactly. Yeah. And he threw a curveball at me.
What?
Vietnam.
Oh, come on. Really?
Vietnam.
I just was talking to Hang about Vietnam. And it's like 22 hours to get there. I'm out.
It is a long flight. So I'm going to tell you the pros and the cons because I did look into it.
Yes.
The clearest con is the
Vietnam.
Is the 23-hour flight.
It kind of has a negative connotation here in the U.S.
It's South Vietnam. South.
Oh,
we got to make that distinction.
You didn't clarify that. What's that? Only South 22 Vietnam. Hours on the bird? Give me a break.
Yep.
So how long is his average stay when he travels to, let's call it Nam?
Well, there is a benefit. You can always from that point say, I've been to Nam.
Yeah.
Right?
Kind of a negative connotation here in the U.S.
No, that was in the 60s, dude.
70s, whatever.
I want to say he said 2 weeks is what they said. We're not going to be going right away because of the travel is 22 and a half hours. The least expensive flight is generally about $1,500 per seat. Outside of that, okay, this is where
what part of this is good?
This is where he had. Oh God, you should go Google, look at it. It's stunning.
Well, so is Tahiti and Bora Bora, and I mean,
just as far though.
Well,
almost.
That's why I ain't going.
Yeah,
no way. There's got to be somewhere within 6-8 hours.
He rounded it out like this. It's the resorts are like top shelf, very inexpensive once you're there. Everything is very, very cost effective.
Sure.
I'm all joking.
You gotta ride a motorcycle. They don't even have cars. How about a rickshaw? No wonder why it's cheap. It's human power, dude. Boy, the cabs are cheap there.
You get a personalized donkey when you get there for your stay. You gotta stay over 2 weeks though. No, it's
do you really get a inexpensive.
Donkey? No way. It's inexpensive. It's beautiful. The people there, they love Americans. Let's be honest.
I don't even know where to go with this. That is a nice nugget.
They're over it, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Say we were headed to the hotel when I got the Nam, and we blew a wheel on the rickshaw. Didn't know what to do. So he bring in a motorcycle, and all 6 of us were on the back of this bike. That's what Hank says. When she gets there, she has her own bike. She motorcycles everywhere. That's crazy.
She's from there, man.
So?
People like us fly into a resort.
BS.
They're not.
No way.
Oh, come
so you're
on.
taking like a bus to the resort?
Rickshaw.
You know what? You could check my orbit search, and Vietnam is not in it. Anywho, did he have anything?
The cool part. Hey, everyone can go to the Bahamas or the Keys, or this is an adventure, dude. I mean, you've got, well, it's also risky, but it's an adventure.
Yeah.
For those seeking such type of vacation. It's not just toes in the sand here, man. You get a lot of sightseeing to do.
I think we spoke last week, and you were trying to stretch Florida into the budget.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know that the other side of the world is a great option. I don't know. Maybe someday. It's let's table it. Let's table it to see.
It's not in 19. That's for sure.
Maybe people want to write in. Maybe you want to throw some NAM stories, not war related. This is post-war related NAM vacation stories.
I'm glad you said that. I bet with our numbers that posted, I guarantee you there's quite a few that have been to NAM.
Our numbers rock, but I don't know that we've got a lot of there can't be a lot of people. Not a lot of people go there. They all go
That's why it's a great deal.
Why don't you just lock yourself in the basement if you don't want to be around people? What about all the people that go to
you do know me.
Where do they go? They go is it not the Philippines? But there's that place where they go to, is it Tahiti? It might be Tahiti. I don't know. I had this like 80-year-old client one time who was he retired very well. And he I was over there talking to him, and he had a son that I couldn't understand. I think his son was from Vietnam, ironically.
See?
Yeah, post-war. And he was going to Tahiti. And he goes, "Oh, you should come with me." I'm like, I don't know. I could talk to the wife. I said, maybe, it's an option. He goes, "Oh, bringing the wife would be like bringing candy to the candy store. You can't do that." This guy's like 80. And I'm thinking, wow, outstanding. But I don't think that's where the weirdos go. I think the weirdos go to like the Philippines or somewhere. I don't know. Oh, I'm going
maybe Philippines.
I'm going there to help out and build housing. Yeah, you are. Come on.
That's that guy? That's where he's at?
Yeah.
Oh.
Good luck with that. He's a winner. Hey,
build houses in the field. What was that? Assembling big boxes? Just pushing boxes next to each other?
Dude, there goes our Filipino listers. You're killing me, Smalls. Hey, what about listen to this, okay? We're going to segue off of NAM. And you know what I did last Sunday?
Huh.
I'll give you two guesses, and I know you're not going to be close.
Church?
Where the hell am I? Well, that's just about as off the wall. Wow, you went to the church car, dude. That's greasy.
We said Sunday.
Here's my notes. Sunday. It was I spent the day in the studio with Stav, but then after that, basketball.
Oh, your league?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Who was I kidding? Did okay. We lost. I mean, a few of my hired guns didn't show up, which isn't fair to anybody. I mean,
especially you.
So we roll in there. I got a what do I have?
You captain?
I'm the I don't know. I can't even coach. I don't know anything about the sport. I know I wanted to be that's what the wife said. She goes, "You just wanted to be on a team so bad you put one together. Do they know you don't play?" I'm like, well, look at me. They can assume.
Do they know you don't play, watch, or know anything about it?
Yeah, right. So I got I think my oldest player is 56, and I'm probably the youngest at the 4-5.
Okay.
And it's funny because all these guys are serious basketball people. Like, coaching their kids and, barking at the kids. And then they get out there and they're like, hey, sub. And I'm like, no, I'm not supposed to go in. That is not in the deal. And then I ended up playing. I went up and down a few times. I got one shot off. I didn't make it.
Wait, you thought you were just going to ride the pine the entire game?
I purposely put enough people on the team so that I wouldn't have to go in. Well, how did I know that 3 of them weren't going to show the first night? Those are bad numbers. And we're playing a bunch of 25-year-olds who are like serious. They're like getting argumentative. No, it wasn't a foul. That wasn't. And I'm like, whoa. How about we?
Bad recruiting, man.
I tried buying some timeouts from them because we needed them more than they did, and they weren't having it. They weren't having it at all.
One of my contractors, Sunday. He's big into the he's on a basketball team. He is 50.
Wow.
Does not. I mean, he takes incredible care of himself, unlike you and I.
Wow. See, that's probably who should be out there.
But I'm not making this up. And from time to time throughout the summer when we meet, he'll go, oh God, like he broke his nose, he's got a black eye, or has chipped it too. I mean, they're serious. They're really, really into it.
Nice. I got a guy on my team who's a former professional football player, and he Jimmy Kleinsasser.
Yeah, oh, okay.
Yeah, I can. I'm gonna have him on the cast.
Okay.
He just doesn't know that yet. But I ran into, he didn't show up the first night, and I ran into him last night, and I'm like, dude, you have to be there. Like we need your strength. And he's young. I don't know. He's got probably 30. I don't even know how old he is, but, and he starts giving the like elbow to the head signal. Like we're going to go hard after him. And I'm thinking, yeah, buddy, get down. But then we're bringing in some youth too.
On Sunday?
No, he'll be there this Sunday. He was a no-show.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. So I'll have to get you an update on that. But I truly...
Wait a minute. Do we have a team name?
Yeah, the A-team, of course. I got to pick the name, and that's all that came to my head. Right. I haven't figured out quite yet how to tell everyone that it costs $250 to put this team together. And, because like when kids play, they always pay. I don't know. A couple of the guys have thrown some dull arrows at me, but I'm like, I can't ask. That's just weird. So I'm just going to let it go. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. I sponsored a team, and so I'm going to get them all T-shirts and make them wear them. You can not wear the shirt if you give me the $25. I ran into a guy last night. I went to the local varsity team game, and he's, I don't know, probably my age. And I'm like, oh, hey, I heard you got a team. Yeah. And I don't know him that well. And he goes, yeah, we only had 5 show up. It's a church team. We had 5 show up and we won. I'm like, you, what? Like nobody died? You went a full game without a sub? Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah. He goes, we probably won by 20. I'm like, I want to play that team that you were playing.
What age are they?
Well, he had his kid on there, which his kid is probably 18.
Okay.
But it was like a church, so I don't know. He's probably 45. But
and just a quick because we like to be accurate on this cast.
Of course.
Just a quick Google that shit. Jimmy Kleinsasser?
Yeah.
41.
Oh, well.
Not 30.
Then he's in the club. Well, he's in the shape of a 30-year-old, and when he gets on
absolutely.
He gets on the court, he better start knocking people down. Because the literally my tallest guy is 6'7", and
holy,
yeah, and
do I know him?
Yeah, as we were leaving, and as we're leaving, the other teams were coming in, and the smallest guy on these teams are like 6'7" and thick. I mean, we're in trouble. But
you are out of your league, dude.
I'm a coach. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to coach. I showed up in my Chuck Taylors. I'm like, I don't play basketball. They're not even high tops. They're low tops.
Yeah, I know.
You're going to turn an ankle with that. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm going to be pacing up and down the sidelines.
Lucky I didn't wear a suit and a tie.
Well, I should have.
Clipboard.
I just don't have one. I was giving them a hard time because I'm like, if this Timberwolves position comes in, I'm gonna have to leave the team because they heard about my coaching skills.
if that comes through,
yeah, why not? So we'll see. I don't know. I got a pickleball tournament on Saturday, basketball on Sunday. 2019, man. Elite athlete stepping up. Bam.
Look at you. I'm impressed.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I could be in the hospital on Monday, but whatever. We can do the cast from there.
Oh, yeah. You pull a groin, you can lay on a table.
Hey, I was just looking at, I forgot, we were talking about the travel. And do you know that when you take your kids to Disney World, it's going to run you $150 a kid? A person.
Yeah, they just raised it.
So here's the caveat to that story. They raised the rate 2019. All these people, I mean, your average bear saves up for however long to go to Disney World, and they're all too afraid to buy the tickets off the dirty van driver in the parking lot. Not like LDK. I'll buy those tickets. So they're buying them the traditional way at $1.50 a pop. So all these people go down there for Christmas, for the holiday break because they want to go to Disney for Christmas. It's closed.
What?
It got to capacity, so they had to shut the door. So you spend your whole year saving up to take the crew down there. You get to the door.
They didn't tell people?
Well, they didn't know. They don't know until the day of, because it depends on how many people show up. It's like like Wally World, man. We can't let any more in.
Totally okay, hold on.
Could you imagine the look on your kid's face?
Back up. So you're saying Disney World in Florida, in Orlando?
Yeah.
Closed the whole park?
Well, no, the park was open. They just weren't letting any more people in.
But that's what I mean. They closed the doors because she was full?
Yeah. Yeah, we're at capacity. We can't let another soul in at $150. Now that brings up another question.
So
how many people can be in there at $150?
Yeah.
What kind of a cash hog is that thing? Holy man.
That's a nice math equation right there. If you're on the receiving end of $150 per.
Big
However,
time.
that's probably not even where they make their most money. I mean, once you're in, I've been there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's your $9 bottle of water and your $7. Seriously.
Yeah. Well, you can run back to your car and get one, but it's like 3 monorails and a trolley ride to get back to your car. Or you could just have this wonderful beverage. Plus, then people pay more for the
fast pass.
Fast pass. Yeah. Because I don't want to wait in line. I
fast passed it.
I was listening to Kreischer this morning on Joey Diaz, and he's going on a stadium tour. He's got a bus and everything. And he's like, I've been talking with Ticketmaster because I want to revise the structure for my tickets because I want people to be able to pay more to sit in the front. And I want people to pay more to not have to wait in line. And I want because people will pay it. He goes, I'd pay it. Why wouldn't I pay it? If you could do he goes, but I won't charge for a meet and greet. So what he's going to do is he's going to have everybody buy raffle tickets like in the beginning when you're sitting there waiting for him to come out. You can buy raffle tickets, and he'll draw names out of 25 people out of the raffle, and they'll get to do a meet and greet with him. So it's more personalized. And then he's going to take all the money that got put into the bin. Somebody could buy 200 tickets because they want 200 shots at being in the meet and greet. And I don't know, what do you say? The average thing is like 1,800 people. So then he's going to give the money to one of the
servers.
Yeah. Well, there's no servers, but the staff at the theater.
Yeah, at the theater.
What a cool deal. That is a cool deal.
That's a nice touch. I mean, that's pretty cool.
But if you're at Disney World, I would pay it. I'd pay extra not to wait in line.
People buy the fast pass.
I got this new thing, and I don't want to throw it out there because our listener numbers are so huge that I don't want everybody doing it. But this global entry thing at the airport.
At the ticket.
Oh my God. You just walk right through. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to take your shoes off. You don't have to take your laptop out. Nothing.
Really?
Nobody touching you inappropriately. Yeah. Right on through. Yeah.
Really?
But you can request it.
Yeah. See if it's a hot chick first.
Not a lot of hot TSAs. I've seen in my recent travels. Jesus, clarify that.
Jesus Christ. We're offending a lot of people on the cast too.
No, they know. They know what they're signing up for. Last time I was at the airport coming back from Florida, I'm waiting, because everybody gathers, and I always buy the cheap tickets, so I'm always the last one on the plane, which Why do you want to get there early? I mean, I want to be
leaving.
I'll grab the door when I come in, when I come in to sit down. And
I've never understood the people who sit there and just like edge forward every step, every time they say something, like they're just itching to get on from the one chair in the gate.
And why do you got to stand there? It's clear now. I mean, in the new modern world, there's a seating deal. There's
yes,
Group A, Group B, Group C. If you're Group D, you don't need to stand right there. There's going to be some people going ahead of you. Get the hell out of the way.
And realize you're simply moving from one uncomfortable chair to a more uncomfortable chair.
Well, plus you're getting in people's way. Yeah. Get out of my way. So anyway, this lady rolls by while I'm standing in the back thinking about a Starbucks. I always hate to crush a Starbucks before I get on the plane because then you got to piss.
I know.
And I hate whatever. It's not cool. But so this lady rolls by and she has these pants on that are like turquoise with a little bit of peachy, pinky coral color. And it looks like maybe she just ripped the curtains off the wall and made a pair of pants out of them.
Mm-hmm. Which was she curtain size?
Oh, well, no.
Oh, okay.
No, it wasn't like but so I'm like, check that out. And she's got the pants and the suitcase matches the pants.
What?
So as she gets closer, I look, and the damn handbag matches the suitcase, matches the pants. I'm like, what are you doing? Why? That's my bag. Well, how do you know it's your bag? Well, I give you one idea. It's like, what were you smoking the day you bought? Is that come as a whole? And I noticed in her big matching purse bag, there was like a coat or a cover up that went with the pants. So it's like a whole ensemble of curtain attire.
Like if she had made the decision to do so, she could be that pattern head to toe, top to bottom.
Well, minus a hat, wow. I think she could. I'm really thinking she could. I'm thinking she could also go stand by the window and disappear if they had the curtains up. I'll just be over here. Or will I?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, where'd Margaret go with her bag? I don't know. I haven't seen her in a while. That's true. She's gone. Yeah, I don't know, man. Because you used to check your bag, and then it's like, oh, which black bag is mine? Well, now it looks like my pants. It's the color of my pants. Oh, you mean literally the color of your pants? Oh, that's embarrassing.
The problem with that method, though, is you've got to wear the same outfit every time you travel.
Yeah, solid. Well, maybe she has other cases. Maybe she
multiple.
I should have touched the suitcase. It was like maybe it's like a slip cover. She's got like 7 outfits that all have bag covers in them. Hey, you know what else happened? Damn, getting back to the airport here. I'm standing there waiting because I like to get there early because I like to keep it as fluent as possible. I don't want all this. Waiting for Darren. They don't do that. I got all my stuff together. And I get there early and I'm waiting because the cheap ticket I buy, you don't even get seats till you get to the airport. And and this guy comes up and he goes, "Hey, Mr. Delta dude," and and he goes, "There's an unattended bag over there that's been there for over an hour." And the guy goes, "All right, I'll call somebody." When I got on the plane, approximately 1 hour after that, the bag was still there. Yeah. No. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. And you know what makes you feel real uncomfortable at an airport? An unattended bag. I'm like, shouldn't somebody be addressing this? Like this whole section of the airport could blow up. And like, you're not hopping to that? This is in the manual, dude.
I got to be honest. I was under the impression that if somebody went to an employee at the airport and said, "There's an unintended bag right there for over an hour," I thought by the time I grabbed something out of my pocket, ropes were coming down with people swinging in, rolling on the floor, and fucking covering this thing. Yeah. Extracting it with some kind of robotic bubble.
Like an afternoon at Kmart when they wheeled out the blue light. Boom! Everybody's there. I think, but
that's insane.
As I departed, it was still there. How is that even possible? It's just silly. They,
Because there's a few guys in the back going, it's been there for over an hour. Yeah, I ain't getting close to that thing.
Yeah, call in the bomb robot and see what it can do. I don't. You would think, are we too far removed from 9/11 or from, or is it that airport security and whatnot shut down? They're not working real hard, so they're not getting paid. They're not jumping on a bag bomb. Not for free, baby.
Not for free. Oh,
they're all getting retro pay. Oh, I got to think there's airport employees. That's not TSA, right?
Correct. Yeah, it'd just be TSA. That's federal.
Right, but who addresses the bomb?
Got to be TSA.
I would think. Although, you know what? When you check in and you go through TSA, there's people there. You're like, boy, in a bomb situation, I'm not sure I want you on my team. Like, these people are actually. I almost hired a guy a long time ago who was a night guy, night TSA. He was a little off center, man. He ain't right. If you're working the TSA gig overnight.
Pretty much any overnight gig, you're really going to find some off-kiltered folks.
Yeah, that's a good point. People don't aspire to work the overnight unless you're. I can't even think of one.
There's no reason.
Well, I suppose if you're
unless you hate living with normal times, like with everybody else in the world,
your life is completely different at that point. Like nothing is the same. You got to sleep all day. You're getting up at like 5. No thanks.
Like those overnight shift workers in the assembly lines down in North Minneapolis. That's why they're having beers at like 8 in the morning at like BJ's, because that's their 10 p.m.
Man, didn't somebody just get shot over there? Remember on that one bachelor party? We went to that one bar where they had the greenies.
Yeah,
didn't somebody just get shot there?
Not just, right? Wasn't it like earlier or last spring?
Does it matter? The fact that someone got shot there is a red flag.
It's not a fresh kill.
Is it? Okay, so it is a safe neighborhood then.
Oh, hey, since we're talking about this, I read an article a while back. Did you know that throughout the Twin Cities there are microphones? I don't know
Shot sounders.
Yeah, is that what they're called?
Yeah.
So every time there's a shot, it records it and it tries to like triangulate its closest approximate, like where it came from. And that's when you read like, in 2017, this many shots were fired in this region. That's how they know.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I don't have any of those in my neighborhood.
Yeah, funny. I didn't see ours in the town hall meeting either.
And that's supposed to help them pinpoint a little more. I don't know. It's weird. Hey, speaking of weird, not that we want to get on locational topics, but what about this kid getting found? She's been gone for like 4 months, and then all of a sudden she's alive. And I'm thinking, that's a game changer. Like now, the boss said that she had read somewhere that they recorded the funerals of the parents so that if she was found, she could
have closure.
Yeah. But like, she's got to know, right? I mean,
oh yeah. Yeah. They're presuming it was the same person who murdered her parents that took her.
Really?
Yeah.
And they have them in custody now.
21-year-old.
Wow.
I don't even know how you'd get back to normal. If you're 13, my daughter is close to that age. If you're 13, both parents murdered, and then you're basically kidnapped and you're held captive for almost 4 months. How in the hell do you come back to reality from that? I don't, that poor girl.
It's a good time to pull out the sudden death box.
Oh, I'm doing one.
You have to. I'm
doing one. It's such a good idea.
It's a great idea. I actually think they could market it and sell them like a nice box that's flame retardant and blah, 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 blah. So that, you need to put all your little titles in there and all your little wills and here's where the money is and here's who you should talk to. And, if you're ever in a jam, beep.
Totally.
Home run, dude. By looking at that situation, I'm guessing that if they did have one, it was maybe not put together yet. I don't know. It didn't look like. It looked like maybe more of a working class community where they were located?
Yeah. Oh, we just talked about this. I brought my sister to the airport this morning. She flew down to Arizona to visit Katie.
What?
And
was she staying at your house again?
No, not staying. She came down last night, slept over here, and so she had to leave pretty early in the morning.
Nice. She leave her hoopty at your house?
Yeah.
Solid. Is it nice?
Yeah, it's fine.
Sweet. I would love having an extra car around. It's cool, man.
I'll let her know. But that girl was found right in the town next to where my sister lives. Mm-hmm.
Full circle, baby. We are a full circle podcast. Really?
See how that? Yeah, absolutely.
That's where she was found, or that's where she's from?
Well, it's both, I believe. It wasn't far from where she lived.
Holy cats, man, dude. That's crazy. I don't know. The fact that they found her is awesome, but you better get the counselor on the line because they got some work to do. This kid is going to have some challenges in life.
Yep.
But I don't know, man. You got to put the sudden death box together. I think Petey nailed it. It's a great idea.
I wasn't, to you and all of our listeners, I was not making it up. I started writing part of it last weekend. I was up drinking some coffee. Sun was coming up.
Did you write it by hand?
No, on my laptop.
Oh, I think a handwritten would be better. Be more.
I use a really nice handwriting font.
Oh, well, that's just as good.
Gave it some real nice sloppy character to it.
Then you can print it off and drip a little...
smudge it up a little bit, put a coffee ring stain on it. Yeah.
Boom. Like you put some thought into it. I've started a bunch of them because the labyrinth isn't going to be easy to figure out if something happens.
Well, yeah, that's like logistical stuff, and you for sure need to do that. But I'm talking like exactly what Petey was talking about. Like, all right, there's a song by the Beatles called "Sexy Sadie." Yeah. Some schmuck in college is gonna find it.
Speaking of that kind of stuff. Speaking of which, I went and picked up the little dude from hockey yesterday, and I've got some Appalachian music on the old playlist right now that I'm kicking through. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah, he ain't going to like that. So I threw in a little Usher, because that's about as deep as I go into the hip hop world. Okay. Not really. There's others. But anyway, so I jump into the Usher cut. And then he goes to search something and he pulls up, he goes, oh, you don't have it. I'll just go to whatever, iTunes Music, Radio, whatever the hell it is. And he pulls up Smack That by Usher.
Smack That?
Yeah. Which I've heard it a million times, but I just blow it off like trash. And so anyway, he gets out of the car and it happens to hop on this morning when I'm driving to work. And I'm listening to it and I'm like, that is not appropriate. Like, how is it that he can sing a song like that and not get Harvey Weinstein? Like he's talking.
Oh, really?
Oh, well,
I don't know.
He's talking about Usher, bending this girl over and smacking it. Smack that. That's the name of the tune.
Oh, smack that. I get it now. All right.
Yeah, and like doing all this rich guy stuff and like womanizing, and it's like, there's no bad press about Usher. He's the golden child.
Yeah, I'm actually a little surprised. I don't know any of Usher's songs, but
you're going to want to download that one. Put that into your playlist for when you're.
It just seems like his. What do you call it? No, it just seems like what I have seen of him in the public world. Like he seems to be the guy who doesn't write songs like that.
Maybe it was a cover.
it was an R. Kelly cover.
Speaking of which, do you see these? Do you you don't do the social media, do you?
I do technically for work, but I don't.
You're gonna have to get into it, man. The show thing is gonna take over, and you got to follow it, man. You got to be on the train. So anyway, I follow JT on social media, and he's just a cool dude. Like he'll go to a town, like when he was here for the Super Bowl. Are you still trying to figure out who JT is?
I really am. Yeah.
That's Justin Timberlake.
Oh, okay.
I can hear the hamster running in the wheel.
I mean, I didn't even hear the last 7 words you said because I was trying to think so hard.
He came to town for the Super Bowl, and he's all over social media. He'll pop up in a Target and find his book or his album, and he'll just sign a bunch of them, and then he'll walk away. Like, how cool is that? You know, I mean, that's a cool dude, and he does it all the time. Like, he'll just show up and sign some and nobody's there. There's no line. There's no nothing. He goes in at like probably 7 a.m. or something.
Does he go in like just plain clothes or his JT? Oh, okay.
Well, no, he's always JT'd. I mean, that's his deal. Do you know that Baja water or whatever? BAJI water? You know what that is? Comes in a can.
Drinking water?
Yeah. That's his. Like,
oh, it is?
Yeah, that's one of his things.
Is it got like coconut water in it, or is it?
I know you've seen it. Let me. I want to Google that shit.
Not Fiji.
No. This is like a bubbly thing. BAJI, I think.
Baji.
No, that ain't how you spell it.
Is it a silent J?
I don't know. Let me try it with water after it.
Just put in Justin Timberlake water.
Oh yeah, I probably could. God, you're so much better at the Googling than I am. Oh, it's BAI.
I don't know. No, I'm not familiar.
BS. Google that. I know you know it. But yeah, that's his water. He's not got enough money, so he had to dabble into that whole world, which is incredible. And he's just serious about hydration. Isn't everyone? I mean, speaking of which, I got a new hot spot.
Where?
Fresh in Time. I love this place.
Really?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I love it. It is not my normal crew.
Nope.
You're gonna
find patchouli oil.
You're gonna find some granola there.
Yeah,
but they got a salad bar that just says, "Hey, stop in and try it." Yeah, and they also have the On It, Joe Rogan's product for memory and focus, which I need. And
On It,
yeah, it's called On It. God, what do you live in a rock, dude?
Is it a liquid or a pill or a powder? Is there something you mix in bai water or
powder that you mix it? You could put it in the bai.
Yeah,
I'm sure they sell bai water there. But so I roll in there today. I'm like, I got to hit the old salad bar, and God, it's a great bar. But they have
one in Wayzata.
They don't have a Fresh in Time there.
They don't.
No, they have one on 55. But this one is a parking ramp. Really tight spaces, though, but it's in St. Louis Park. And so I go in there and I load her up, and they have this lemon and thyme. Oh, I didn't even see that. Huh. Lemon and thyme salad dressing.
Yeah.
And it's great. So I tell
great.
I tell this dude, I'm like, hey, where do I pick up some of this? I think it's like Kelly's or something like that. He goes, yeah, I don't think we sell that. I said,
what?
It's featured on your salad bar, but you don't sell it? What the hell?
So, okay, I have not been. I think I'm thinking of it wrong. There's another. Is it Fresh in Time? Because I want to say there's a Fresh Time.
I have no idea, dude. Let's not split hairs.
Yeah. I want to make sure. I just want to know it's the same place. I'm not trying to split hairs.
Oh, no, it's Fresh Time. It's Fresh Time.
Okay.
It's the farmer's market grocery store.
Yeah, I'm familiar. I've driven by.
I go through this debacle trying to find the salad dressing. Yeah. And then I go to check out and I go, hey, where are your other On It products located? And he goes, I don't know. I just got here. I'm like, okay. They're not as well versed as your Trader Joe's employees.
Oh.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Salad bars.
But this sounds interesting. So it's actually like a small market that also has food to go.
Yeah, like
it's a grocery store.
Yeah.
Like there's aisles.
Very very small groceries. Yeah, they have carts.
Okay.
They have quite an assortment of waters. They have a lot of produce. It's a farmer's market, and you're not going to go there and fill up the cart like you would at the CUB.
Oh, okay.
No, you can't do that. Speaking of which, where the hell? I went to the Hy-Vee the other day.
I know you love the Hy-Vee.
And they were like, welcome back. Because they love me. Because I laid down a hunch. I went in there to get a salad, and I came out with like tuna and shrimp and just the whole deal, man. They got it all. Cooked my first tuna slab.
What?
Yeah. Never done it before. First. I'm like, so can I just eat that? He goes, well, it's been out for a little while. You might want to, it's not sushi grade anymore. I said, well, all right. Then what do I need to do? He goes, just sear it. But I think what do you just flash fry that? Like hotter than hell pan?
Yeah, basically you put whatever crust or seasoning, on it. And then, a little olive oil in a pan. Boom. Hit it for, literally 20 seconds maybe.
Oh, wow. So I made
and then flip it over.
It's all right. I'll be getting another one on Sunday.
How long did you do it?
Oh, I don't know, like maybe a minute on each side or something. But I didn't have the pan at that scorcher level. I just had it like, cooking level.
How was it?
Oh, it was good. The kids devoured it and whatever. But it was a little cooked. I went to a local restaurant one time, and they had a salad with tuna on it, and they like cooked the tuna. And I didn't. I wasn't.
I don't like that. It gets sour tasting to me when it's cooked.
Well, it ain't right. You're not supposed to do it that way.
No, it's like cooking a filet mignon well.
Well, and I went to pay. I'm like, I don't think that was prepared correctly. And they're like, huh? So I went out to visit my mother yesterday.
How's she doing?
She's doing all right.
Let's keep it upbeat.
Yeah, but I got her this new phone, and I tried to order it from Taiwan, so it was cheaper. I didn't want to do the whole deal. Yeah, I know. But I'm like, what's with your phone? She goes, well, the home button doesn't work, and
wait, hold on.
Yeah,
I do want to highlight the previous comment was I went in to Hy-Vee for a salad and dropped 100 on fucking tuna. Well, and then the next thing was I got a phone from my mom from Taiwan, a cheap deal. I love it.
I'm not. It was a refurbished iPhone 6.
Okay.
And I'm like, Mom, why don't you tell me that like the buttons don't work and But a little while.
The buttons have symbols on them.
Well, it's a big button phone. They,
generally where the numbers are, Mom.
They did. No, it's not. No, like it's a touch screen. Give me some credit. But the button, like iPhones have a button that does everything.
Oh, yeah.
That one doesn't work. So I'm like,
well, you can't use a phone, can you?
Well, I think my kids put there's like a supplemental button you could put on for when the main button doesn't work. So I'm like, why didn't you say something? I would have, handled it. Well, a while back when I was getting some new phones for myself, I added this insurance to my deal.
Not from Taiwan.
No, from Sabah, my dude.
The Apple Store guy.
The what?
The Apple Store guy?
No, he's at Verizon.
Oh,
he's the one who was jacked up about the podcast, and he goes, "You want me to be on it?" And I said, "Yeah. What do you want to talk about?" And he's like, "Being a Middle Eastern dude in America, and becoming American, and not trying to push all my values and things from my homeland on everyone here." I'm being
fest. Who's this guy think he is getting on this show?
Well, I said, yeah, man, let's do it. You tell me when. He goes, well, how much are you going to pay me? I'm like, well, I'm thinking that the 15 phones I bought from you over the last 10 years might be enough of a payment because you get a commission on it there, bud.
How much are you going to pay him?
Yeah.
I guess not all those values stayed at the border today. Jesus.
I thought, okay, let's do that. Well, anyway, he said, you should get the insurance because I'm running a 6-phone plan right now, and stuff happens. And I've used it. I've used it 3 times already, and it's only been like 3 months. So we're knocking it down.
You've used the insurance plan 3 times?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I should be getting a call that they're going to kick me off here soon. But so I go to my mom, I go, hey, we need to turn in an insurance claim, So we go through the deal and whatever. And it goes, your deductible's $150. And I'm thinking, oh, this isn't going to go over well, but I'm not paying it. I got to draw a line somewhere. And my mom goes, so my $200 phone has a $150 deductible?
Yep.
I said, yeah, but you're going to get a nice phone now. It's going to be refurbished by Apple or by Verizon, not by Hung Dong Chumbong. So,
oh man.
And besides that, when I ordered it from Taiwan, it took like 3 weeks. She was just pissed. Like, where's my phone? And so I ordered this replacement, and it came the next day. They're making me look bad. Man.
Wow. I'm so glad you mentioned that because I have to buy a new phone for the new guy, and I completely forgot.
Well,
I was supposed to go in there yesterday.
If you get it from Taiwan, man, it's cheap.
Get it from my boy at the store.
All right. So he's going to have a company phone?
Yeah.
Damn, dude, you are legit.
I know.
That's awesome. I wish I could do that. That's cool. Hey, you want to put me on your phone plan?
It was one of those
1 plus 5.
It was, well, I couldn't afford your insurance premiums.
No, it's only like $40 a month.
For all 6 lines.
Yeah. As long as you don't get it wet, they'll fix it. You get it wet.
Since a good phone now costs about $1,000, it's probably a good investment.
Yeah, right. Totally. Well, but then I sit there and I got buy one, get one last time I bought a phone.
Because they can't move them. Apple's in trouble with that XR shit.
Why?
Because they can't sell them. They're slashing orders, and Apple in the existence of iPhone has never done a sale ever.
I capitalized on it. I don't care.
No, but it just speaks to their.
Hey, I paid $1.89 for gas today. I had the light on in my car, and I filled it up for $27. I love this country. That's radio silence right there.
Well, I thought there was more. I too love this country.
Really happy. Do you think that's like cheap gas? Like inferior to?
No, it's just the amount they buy.
Although I probably won't go there anymore when the rest of these Costcoians figure out that the hose line reaches across your car. You don't have to be on the side that your gas tank's on.
Yeah.
People will wait, and they'll wait, and I'm like, why is there anybody in this lane? Well, because they're all left-siders. Well, I'm a left-sider, but I'll hang it over. I don't care.
You just reminded me of something that I laughed my ass off on Tuesday. I don't even know why I didn't tell you. It's just a small little thing. I was on the Holiday on Highway 7, right?
Yep.
Right by Vine Hill. And I've got the gas in, filling up, and I'm just sitting there waiting for it. And a person pulled up. It would be on the like the opposite side of the pump that I was on.
Okay.
Gets out, probably a mid 30-year-old female.
Okay.
Gets out of the car, realizes gas access is on the opposite side of the car.
Okay.
Than the pump. So gets back in the car and then proceeds to start the engine, drive forward.
Why didn't you video it?
And it just happened. And then she drove around
hard right,
the left, the other side, and did the same fucking thing.
Oh man, the look on her face had to be tight.
She got out of the car, and it was she didn't. Hey, I just couldn't believe that I share a road with her.
Those are the other drivers on the road. Did she ever figure it out? Did she just quit?
No, she got
Fuck it. I'll get it somewhere else. These bumps are stupid.
The third attempt to get gas in her car was successful.
You got to be more ready with your phone, dude. As a figure in the media, you are responsible.
I know.
We got a website and everything, man. I should throw that out. It's the DKProjectPodcast.com.
Perfect.
So if people want to get a hold of us, you can go there. There's a link.
And the phone number
is right here, 612 what?
Just keep going.
You know, we might have to have a meeting after the podcast. I'm not sure this is working out. 612-504-6500. That's the studio hotline. 612-504-6500. You can leave a message there. Questions, comments, suggestions, anything.
No, what I was doing
Good
was
deals on flights to Nam.
or stories if you've been.
Yeah. We'd love to call you while we're doing the podcast to pull a Nam story down, or anywhere for that matter. If anybody's got a story about something that's in our hemisphere and just as tropical and beautiful without having to take a rickshaw to the hotel, we're open. We'll take those comments.
All right.
Or you can email us. You can email us too.
I do want to refer. You are correct. I have to get better at having quick access to the video/phone camera.
Yeah.
You're right. No excuse.
And you got to get the selfie thing down where you're like videoing yourself and over your shoulder. Like I was at the beach the other day and there was a Wookiee on the beach and I tried. Boy, I tried. I'm like, where's that sucker? Where is that hairy sumbitch? I got a little bit of him in there, but not enough to post.
Yeah, I don't like selfies though. I can't just, I don't know.
I'll get used to it, dude.
A lot of forehead.
As a man in the media, you've got to help your people. You've got to get the word out there. There's people that are relying on you to, make them aware of these situations. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing a public service announcement. You can park on either side of the gas pump, and it'll stretch. God.
And you won't look like a moron.
No, not at all. That Vine Hill holiday, that's where the smashing of the Jetta happened.
I just went through that story Wednesday.
With who?
Jimmy.
It's a classic. It's going to take an hour to get a taxi out here. You guys should drive. Plus, you're not able to dial a phone.
Do you know how long it's going to take to get a taxi out here at this time of night?
God, when was that? That's vintage, dude.
But I hadn't talked about that story in so long, and I don't even know how it came up. But Jim, I was telling him.
Were you drinking at a bar?
No, yeah, I was telling you. Yeah, we were. I was telling him even the when the phone rang from the boss in the morning, and that Barnwood American flag was all busted up, hanging off the wall. And I look over, and the hallway's wet, and the toilet's overflowing. Like, damn, that was a good night.
Oh man, it wasn't good at all. It was expensive for LDK. Holy snot rockets! Good night at drinking though. Boy, oh boy.
No, that was insurance covered that
because a deer was in the road.
I know. The animal. It was actually never confirmed if it was a deer. It was an animal.
Huge. It was huge. It might have been that Wookiee I saw on the beach. Didn't we park the smoking Jetta in the front yard?
No, in the garage.
Oh man. It's a good story. We'll have to divulge that one day when the statute of limitations is up.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're gonna have to do a hard research on that one before we.
I'd like to know when it happened. That was classy. That was a fun night. But the toilet backed up. Solid.
I also told the not the same setting. I told this to when we did a little Christmas party when I took everybody out to get some dinner.
The work party.
The work party, which actually is what we called it was the Christmas party. That was what we were doing for the bit.
Yeah. The original when our companies would get together for a Christmas party and it was just you and I. That's all we could afford.
That was a while ago. No, but I know what else I told was the story with Rod and Donna. This
salmon
fish
needs to be served
now.
immediately. Yes. That was some classic time there. I had the whole family over at Rod's house because he was going to show me how to cook salmon. We're going to get you to like salmon. And he hit the bowl real hard in the pre-dinner segment, and the boss and his wife were inside talking, and I'm just like floating along going, I don't know how to handle this, Well, when he turned the grill on to warm it up, because it was kind of cold outside, he had it on full tilt, and he was so messed up, he threw the salmon fillets on there when she's on high.
And Donna wasn't even remotely close with all of the other sides that went with it.
She hadn't prepared anything, and she just freaked out on him. It was classic because he comes in with that dumbfounded look on his face. Donna, this fish needs to be served right now.
And then she had the same look, but hey, we left with a nice homemade herb vinegar jar. Remember that?
That wasn't that. You weren't there, were you?
Yeah.
What? No, you weren't.
The salmon incident? Oh, hell yeah. We were out in his garage.
You were there?
Checking out the tools.
You were not there.
Yes.
No.
Absolutely.
B is in BS is an S. Really?
Hand on Bible. Absolutely.
I might have to call that guy. Huh. I don't remember that.
Yeah, his house is like right over by mine.
Yeah, you should swing over there.
Right. You think he's alive?
Oh, dude. Yes. What? I just ran into Donna at the Macy's a couple years ago. I have his number. We should call him on the next cast.
He should tell the story.
Talk about a liberal. Holy shit wagons.
Hey, since we're on storytelling, I have one
strawberry farmer from California.
Okay, you're familiar with the not using names, but the senior designer in my office, the gal.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So her and her husband this is years ago, were working out at the Y in Edina. They lived right across from the Y in Edina, right over by the mall there by Ridgedale or Southdale.
Right.
And they're working out, busy. So they normally use the treadmills right next to each other, but she said it was so busy that it was a weekend, a Saturday morning, that she took one in the lane of treadmills behind him, right?
Right.
So so they're doing their workout, and her husband, kitty corner in front of her, all of a sudden there's a commotion. She's like, she can only describe it as a commotion. And I'm talking to him. We all got together, and I was talking to him, and he goes, yeah, I'm jogging. And all of a sudden the thing went from like a full speed to almost nothing. And he's like, I really had to like jump and grab stuff to not fall, And you can imagine, right? Full speed to almost nothing. And so he catches himself, doesn't fall, and turns around, and there's a man standing behind him with no pants on.
What?
Yeah.
This is at the Y?
Yeah. So the treadmill that her husband was on, this guy was going to go take the newly available one right next to him, and he cut the corner hard, and his sweatpants got caught in Matt's treadmill and completely depantsed him.
Oh, there's got to be video footage of that somewhere.
So it depantsed him, and he was stuck to Matt's, I'm using his name. He was stuck to his,
Matt.
His treadmill.
That's pretty specific.
Yeah, right. He's stuck to Matt's treadmill. So Matt's like, what the fuck? Like, and the guy's standing there with no pants on, and Matt's trying to pull his pants out of the treadmill.
Oh, he just cut the corner too close?
Yeah, he was going to
How uncomfortable is that?
Oh God, you're not kidding.
You got a little brown mark in your underwear there, buddy. That's incredible. Yeah, that's why I don't go to the gym. I can't take a risk like that.
Yeah, I can't.
There's no way.
No. I actually, this is probably 7 months ago, I was at the gym, actually on a treadmill, trying that out. And I was jogging, and I had music and your earbuds in, right? And I put the phone in the little slot there that they have.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Right?
On the treadmill, I had to remember. It's been a while.
Yeah, my phone's in the tray. I got the earbuds in, and I'm in the front row, and I'm getting a nice little jog on, right?
Yeah.
And on the up, which isn't pretty. I'm not built for running. Yeah, on the upswing of my arm, I accidentally grab the wire from.
Accidentally grab. No, you were spastically trying to keep yourself on the treadmill, and you hooked the cord.
Exactly. Well, on the upswing, I not grab it, like hit my fist, and it ripped my phone out of the little slot. So my phone went straight up in the air, like I'd say a good 2 or 3 feet higher than my head.
Nice.
And I'm looking up, yeah, and I'm running, and I'm trying to go for a catch on this thing. I got the shit dangling out of my ears, and I'm trying to go for a catch while in a full jog, and I completely missed the phone altogether. It doesn't even touch my hand.
Nice.
And it lands smack dab, face flat as a pancake on the treadmill at a jogging speed.
Nice.
And shoots my phone like 3 rows back on the wood floor at the gym.
That's embarrassing.
To, stop the machine. Oh God, I was red, man. I just stopped. Everyone's like, "What the fuck?" Like they're just looking at me because it all happened in like 2 seconds, you know?
Yeah.
So I get off the machine, go retrieve it near somebody else's exercise machine, and plug it back in.
Uncomfortable.
Oh yeah,
that's why I don't go.
Back.
Shit like that happens, and it happens to you and I. I couldn't risk it, man. No way. Did it wreck your phone?
No, God, this phone. I'm telling you, it is so tough.
Is that one of those with the hard case?
It's just there is no case.
Yeah, it's like titanium on the back or something.
It's glass.
Really? Can you charge it without a cord?
Yeah.
I got for Christmas, I got a couple of these pads where you just lay your phone on it.
Yeah.
And, who'd have thought that, well, number one, that we'd survive Y2K, but number two,
dodge the bullet.
We'd be in a time in our lives where you can just set your phone on something and it'll charge it. I don't know that I'm getting the charge that I get when I plug it in.
No, it's slower, but it's still pretty convenient. Just lay it down.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, what could be next? I mean, really?
Well, let me tell you.
Oh, well.
Since we just opened the technological portion of the show, I was reading Sunday.
This is the tech corner.
Yeah. I was reading Sunday that a patent and filing was approved for Google. Okay. You got to follow me on this. It's not easy to explain. It was way over my head.
All right.
But I'm going to give you the DK version.
All right.
The boring ass nerd version I read.
Right on.
So what they've got is a technology that they had to get approval for because it involves the FCC.
Okay.
Yeah. So they've got a technology that uses the phone will have a radar sensors, various radar sensors.
Okay.
In the phone that jumps up into the frequent airwaves or whatever you call it, and will allow people to use a hand gesture while not even holding or touching the phone to operate it. So these sensors, these radar sensors, will pick up your motions of your hand to begin with. Then I'm sure it's other, head or eyes or whatever.
What do you need that for?
Well, that was I was reading it, I'm like, man, it seems like an expensive endeavor for what?
So you don't have to bend over and pick it up?
No, it was primarily, apparently, there's a lot of people in the world who have disabilities that would not allow them to effectively use a phone the way you and I do, or speech impediments where the talk to speak, the speak to text or whatever doesn't work for them.
Yep.
So I
could see that.
Yeah, I was like, man, I read this thing and it was all the jargon, like it was explaining how it worked and how they did it. And I had to read it. And I was like, I'm just dumb. Like, these people are so much smarter than I am developing this stuff.
Well, and if they're going to do it like, if they're going to do it anything like, I've got the Apple, whatever, the latest thing, and it's got that face recognition.
Yeah.
That's just dumb.
Yeah.
I just like,
it's dumb.
You know,
it's these poor companies are just caught in the look what I have on the new phone phase. Like, they've got to come up with shit just to market the new phone.
Yeah, right. And I don't know that that's such an asset. I mean, it's just dumb. It's frustrating. I'm not 100% happy with the old, what do I have, an XR maybe? I don't know. It's got face recognition and it recognizes me, but it's actually a lot of phone for somebody with my technological
prowess
background. Like it's just, there's so much wasted stuff on there because it's a phone. I use the phone, I use the camera. All this other crap, rubbish.
You know what it's like? It's like all the people, and I mean, it is what it is. Now, I'm not trying to offend these people, but it's like all the people who have a MacBook Pro laptop, so they can check their email and browse the internet. Like, well, I mean, that
I've been trying to make that conversion because I've got a MacBook Pro at home for my email, and
it's just
I don't know that I like.
It's just bringing a lot of guns to a really easy fight.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm so, and it's probably because I'm an old school, Microsoft guy, but the whole it's just different. It's a different world, and it's fine. I'm getting used to it, but you see some of these people where they're just like, I'm a Apple person, and they just fly around.
Oh yeah,
they say for creativity and that kind of thing, like those kind of people are Apple people for the MacBook and the Mac computer, whatever. But I don't know. I'm not changing anytime soon. Although the opposite when it comes to phones, like I don't want nothing to do with a Android phone because the Apple makes it easy. The Apple's for dumb. I mean, anybody can run it.
And you're so used to it. You're so baked into it.
Unless that home button stops working, then you got a situation.
Anyone
it ain't
can
good.
Use it.
Yeah, anyone. And then there's an asterisk. Anyway, we got to wrap this bitch up.
We do. I got to hit the road. I'm actually over time. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, solid day here. We got episode 2 in the can. And everybody have a good week. We'll tune in next week.
Take care, bud.
Yep, bye. That's it. That's the end. Read the shtick.
That's a wrap for today's episode. Don't forget to subscribe and tell all your friends. If you'd like to reach out, you can use the studio line at 612-504-6500 or by email, thedkprojectpodcast@gmail.com. And of course, there's always social media at the DK Project Podcast. Thanks for tuning in.